Hi, I'm Coleen. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the block of the month, which this month is Italy. So it's an Italy Shattered Star. Don't forget to visit my friend Sylvia at UME FPP and Melissa over at Practically Creative to see what their take is on our block of the month for 2025. And I'll remind you, this pattern is free until the next block of the month comes out, and then you gotta contact our friend Sylvia to get it. So I've printed the pattern. Now I'm cutting out all my FPP pieces just in case normal piecing does not go the way I planned it, which has happened. But spoiler alert, this one I was able to regular piece, so I didn't need the FPP pieces, but I still used the diagram to show me which goes first, second, and third on to the pieces. This block is made up of 4 corners. They're just turned, and I probably mentioned that later. And now I'm cutting my fabrics. As long as it's the same on every side, I can cut from either side of the fabric, and it's fine. But if I'm cutting ones that are off, like the white ones that are coming up, if I'm cutting them on the right side of my fabric face up, I need to make sure to cut all the ones that are not equal on every side. Does that make sense? Face up. So just to be safe, either cut all your fabrics face up or all of your fabrics face down. It'll help unless you know the angles, like this one right here. When that one turns, it's going to be the same. So I can fold my fabric over and not worry. Someday I'm going to have to do a better explanation of that. Someday. I am using my templates that are in the download. It saves fabric. You can see what's over on my right hand side upper corner. That's all my scrap. That's all the scrap I have. This isn't, cut a huge chunk out of your fabric willy-nilly and then we'll, mutilate it until it gets to the right size. I may have been watching some true crime lately. So, I'm using small pieces of fabric. I'm making intentional cuts, so I'm not wasting. And a lot of that, the little bags, goes back into my scraps, and I'll use it for something else. FPP is a fantastic scrap user, especially if you use templates. I prefer templates. Not every FPP comes with templates. When I do an FPP, it comes with templates. And I'm fairly certain I learned that from Lisa Capen. Let's give credit where credit is due. Lisa Capen. Check her channel out. We love us some Lisa Capen. And I can't remember the name of her channel. All of a sudden, I have drawn a total blank. I should be a better person. I know. FPP. One block repeated 4 times. Remember that, one block repeated 4 times. I just got to get a 1 in the right order. Did I cut that twice? Is that what I've done? I cut that twice. Why did I cut that twice? This here. Light green. Did somebody turn their pattern around again when they printed it? 2. This is our corner. Check. This one goes up against it. Alright, I got it. This one goes somewhere. Is that why I cut 2? Because I cut the first ones wrong? Because these lean opposite directions. I'm going to be checking my FPP extremely well. Okay. Small side goes this way, which runs into this. Oops. Okay, at this point, over here. I realize I've cut doubles of some of these, and I need to turn them on the opposite side. And this one goes here. I'm slow, but I get there. I need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, these 4 go here. And 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these go here. We're not done. Where did I put that? Okay. Over here we have more of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that where those go? But that's where that goes. Yeah, that's where that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I only needed 4. Are the ones facing this way, which means I needed 4 of these. Put these to the side. And 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just turn them the other way, right? To here. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The only ones that you have to worry about being directional and cut 4 of each. This one is Q1, which will match up with W1, M1, and S1. And then this one will match up with, actually, let's start this over. I'm going to make sure all the templates are included in this, but you really only need to cut the ones marked with an 8 times. You can use those. Let's just put it together and then we'll talk about it. My head's going to explode. First, I'm going to put all these together. I'm not going to do them FPP, so I'm not going to put them on this piece of paper. I'm just going to turn it over and attach it to these. Right? Let's do some chain stitching now. And in case you have all the templates, let's see. X1, R1, N1, J1. It's going to take a lot longer if I do that, so I'll pop up a picture. So I'm going to put right sides together, put my white piece down first, and then turn my green piece over where it belongs. It's hanging off, don't worry. Got some more that are like that, so I'm going to line those up too. I'll have this on top like that because I printed it wrong. And the white ones. Right sides up. We're just putting the white one onto the green. Just like any piecing, keep it in place till you're ready to use it and then flip it. Okay. I know I'm sewing the slanted side. Let's see what I want to do next. Is there any other 2-piece ones that I can do? These are 2-piece ones, so I just feel like it's more efficient for me to do it like this. This one just gets turned right up onto that one, just like that. Oops. And the same as the other ones, the corners go together, so don't worry about where you cut it at. Okay, I'm going to set them all up like this. I'm making myself nervous. Let's pin. That's a lot of pieces for my brain to keep track of. I mean, I can do it, clearly. But I'm going to grab that other one with just 2 pieces in it and do it. So we don't have to fiddle with them twice. So far, easy. It's just basic piecing and following a puzzle. Okay, so those are ready. I'm gonna put these aside. My next ones. Right. Next one is going to be, let's see, all those that are the same. It's just 2 pieces, so let's set them up. If I had a bigger space, I could set all of them up by both these sets up by 2s, but my space won't allow that. Let's do this. It's working. It's sticking together for me. There we go. Now I can do it. Corner, corner. Okay. I'm just going to leave all these on here, do my next ones. Then I can press them all at once. I keep hearing things.
Oh, that's up.
Josh, you look really bad. No, you're just extremely pale, red eyes. Go get some sun.
I told you I got like an hour or 2 of sleep.
I know.
So I'm probably going to take a shower, try and get some food. And
This is really why children move out of their parents' house, so their mothers don't freak out every time they don't get sleep.
And you're happy about that?
What? What'd you just say?
You're happy about that?
Are you trying to leave me?
It sounds like you want me to.
You are staying here till death do us part, boy.
I saw more. I was trying to see what Pirate was going to do whenever he went live today. I don't know, but apparently...
I hope you enjoyed our troll session with my son and myself. And I think that may be why I didn't turn my camera here. Also why, although I was going from 1 to 2, as highlighted in your upper left-hand corner, I actually put 1 to 3 on this first one. Corner that I did. It doesn't matter. They're opposite. It's okay if you do that. Leave it on. It's fine. Line up the edge, right sides together, put a pin in it. It helps me remember which side I'm sewing. So I remember they go to the first ones. But I am going to go ahead and take 1 and 2 from this side and put those together also. Okay, it's numbered 1, 2, 3, 4 on the picture. And remember, we're just doing this one corner, and it's going to be repeated and turned. So we can chain piece. All we have to do is get this one block right. We can do that, can't we? It may take us a couple of tries, but we can do hard things. Now see, I'm going to do this the very appropriate way. My iron's in back of me, so I'm going to take all these, just like this in my hot little hand, and put them back there. Yeah, I know. Okay, I know there's 4 of these at a time, so 2, 3, 4. I think this was the side I picked those up from. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to check. Press to the dark side. I'm going to iron these real quick. I don't get to see it. So I really iron. And now, for those pieces that we just did, we're going to add the next piece. In both cases, it should be number 3, and I will highlight it up there on your upper left side of the screen. And then number 4. I'm putting them both on. They're opposite each other, so I can do that without them interfering. And again, pinning the side I will be sewing. If you do it like this, watch your ends. Make sure you don't accidentally catch one side in your opposite seam. Finger press in between would be my tip. After you get the one side sewn, you may have noticed I did sew the longer seam first. That way I could finger press it and keep it out of the way of the shorter seam. And I'm still separating them. Since I had them in a stack of 4, I'm counting that 4th stack out and putting them back down. That's how my mind works. These are not on the right side. Okay. Now that I've straightened these out, this goes on this first. Let's get these down. These go on here, these go on here. I almost did it completely wrong. Wow, that was bad. It would have been really bad. Boy, I'm glad I didn't put those together. Okay. Just to mark where I need to sew. Actually, push the green back to the other side, and these nest. Let's do that. Whoops, let's not pin that way though. I just put it in the seam. Let's do that over here too. I want to make sure this I'm doing it. Reset. See where those go like that? Those will always nest if you turn one way and one the other way. I'm gonna snug that up, get that straight. Don't worry about nothing else because this is gonna be straight. Okay, whatever, there is something wrong with the glue I was using. It's not done this before, and I've been using this type of glue for years. The paper and the glue discolored right there. If you spray it with water or starch, it will come right off, just like that. Future me is back, and do not sew this next one that I'm going to sew, or you'll get to rip it out too. I should have known better. Don't sew this one together. So those first sets we put together because we need to sew the white above the green that you'll see on the left side to this red piece first. However, the nesting point that I'm pinning here is still the same angle. All of these are ready to sew. So. Let's do some chain sewing. I have my 1/4 inch foot on. I have right sides together. Regarding sewing these on, that's later though. But the important part is right sides together, 1/4 inch, line up those edges. Don't sew this one first. Lower your stitch length. I usually use a 1.4-ish for piecing, all of my piecing. That way it becomes muscle memory for me. It's worked so far. And don't forget to hang on to your threads when you start. That way they don't get sucked underneath and make a knot under your fabrics. I'm going to press that to the dark side. I'll be back. I've pressed all of these to the red. Let's see if we can set them up again. Look at your picture. I'm going to in just a second, as soon as I realize I'm doing it wrong. On the right of your screen, you'll see highlighted the first 2 seams I should have taken to put this block together. Did this one backwards. That's okay. I don't have to undo the whole thing. I'm just glad I make all these mistakes. Should have questioned that more when it didn't line up. I only need a 1/4 inch free to fix it. Now, you can take the whole thing off if you want to, but I'm not. That's more like a 1/2 inch or so. Now all I have to do is take this, and yeah, we're going to do some nesting again. See if I can show you. Okay. Where you see it coming together like this, it's going to nest if you push these different directions. I'm going to push the green because I think the green is less likely to show through the red, or show through the white than the red. So, and then they just nest right there at the edge. And push this one out of the way. You can pin that, but I'm not going to. See that? All you have to do is line it up. Now those corners match, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. That one's fixed. Press towards the red. Before where I pulled it up. I'm saying there, but I'm going to cut this off. I may have to get my giant scissors. Okay. I'm going to try to... Okay. I'm I'm going to press this to the red. Got these taken care of. Not bad. Not bad for me. Maybe that really stinks for you, but I could cut all these off. I really don't want to. So I'm not going to. No. Ear. Don't tell. Okay. So I'll put that up there because. So when you get to this point, it's 1, 2, 3. Right? This one over here, it's 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to do some more nesting right here. Oh, it nests on its own though. Oh, somebody's living right. You can pin them. The other ones I needed to pin that were not going nicely. This right here. This right here nests. I can feel them nesting because it goes flat. Get it up high enough. There we go. Go all the way to the edge. Turn those. I went all the way up here, but still nested here. Okay, my hands are not cooperating. Get that tack down where I was holding. And I'm going to press to the red and white part again. Well, it only took 6 months, but my points are starting to improve. Oh, maybe not. Okay, don't look at my points. Okay. Now this one, let's separate them so I can show. Where do you think it's going to nest? Right here. Those are going to nest, and it's okay because they should. Wow. Gonna have to turn one. It's okay. Because they're both going the same way. And a nest, we need them going opposites. My hands are agreeing with my back, said it's time for me to stop. So I better pin and get done. Why does that feel weird? Don't know what happened here. That should be straight. Don't know what I did. Turn one. Now we're just going to sew these sides together. Line that up. Not the brightest thing I've done. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Which way do we turn this? Path of least resistance. This one. There. Do it how you do it. It kind of stays right in the middle. Usually if you pull it like that, you can see it leaning one way or the other. It stays in the middle, so I'll be back. All right, here's the pressing tip. So press to the white on one, on both. Yeah. Press to the white on both, and those will nest. The same over here. Whichever way you press, see that? I did it wrong. I'm done. Okay. Is that right? Is that what I made? I don't remember it looking like that. No, that is not what I made. That did not look familiar. So ignore what I just said. I will edit it out this time. So now we just have a 4-patch to get together. Really any, let's see. That needs to nest. Okay. This one actually nests with that. And that one should nest with that. So we've got 2 places that'll nest. This one probably had a wonky seam. Getting very good at turning them as I go. Which means I'm going to have some flipping to do. Here and here. Looks right to me. So here.
These don't look perfectly square. It's going to be okay, I hope. Is that what it is? It's a little bit up. Okay. I need to nest this one down further. That's what happened. Okay, I need to fix that other one so it's not weird. These two, when they come together, they will nest, but you still need to line up your corner right there. There we go. Just wondering how I still got that off. You want to line that up. It looks like it's off. I don't think it is. This will help. There we go. Now it'll work. You want that corner straight. When you line these up, it's not going to feel right. Okay. Done pedaling. No, I'm not.
I've got my intersections pinned, holding my thread back as I start. My stitch is still very small, probably a 1.6 at this point, and having the pins in at an angle like that is helping me pull them out. If you pull them out too soon, you will lose that nice little intersection there, at least I do.
What in the world? I missed a seam. Let's fix it.
I veered off of it. That's okay. Just gonna get my stitches back a little bit and re-sew that part right there. I think this was before I learned starch. Starch, 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 starch it to death. It makes the piecing easier because my edge is wonky over there, and I've probably stretched my fabrics because look at these cuts. I can't even tell you how much of this is on bias. All would probably be a decent guess. So my middle turned out wonky, and I didn't realize until today that is probably what I did not so right. So I'm straightening my center, which you shouldn't have to do. Be aware, lots of bias. If you're cutting from scraps and stuff like I am, it'll be okay. There are 5 points in which I should have pinned, and I'll put a picture over to the right and circle and arrow to those points, whatever's
Once again,
easier to see. The top and the bottom should have nested and pinned, and then there's 3 points in the center that should nest and pin. I made poor choices. I really did. I got cocky. I do that a lot. You know better, do better. Knock off the shenanigans if you want a better quilt block. Clearly, I'm a wild woman, and this is how we do. You do you. If you're not using leaders and enders, please hold your threads when you start so you don't get knots underneath when you start. I'm happy with it. Nothing left to do but the ironing. And if you noticed, I twisted some of my seams, like on the left, the seam would be going up, and then when I sewed it on the right, the seam would be going down. I will clip those seams to make them lay flatter. And if you have a long armor, please do not terrorize them by, leaving your seams like that. Apparently it's a bad thing for long armors, so I hear. But I clip them, that way they lay flatter, and this should all press pretty nicely clockwise. I mean, whichever way I can get them to iron down. Keep in mind, I made this in January. I'm doing the voiceover in July because I'm a procrastinator. And yeah, I see that too. We're going to square this to 12.5 inches and Going forward, since this is the last one I had done back in January, I'm going to use more starch and try to starch in between and be more careful with my pressing. This is a 12.5-inch ruler I'm using. I learned the hard way. Don't learn the hard way. It's okay. It's fine. It adds character to it. Hi, have we met? I'm not a perfectionist. I'd like to be. I've adjusted my standards accordingly. I know me. Okay. The corners of my ruler should be making an X on the lines on my block from one corner to the other. It's not my fault, my bad. All right, we've addressed it. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is Italy's 12.5-inch unfinished shattered star. Check out Melissa over at Practically Creative and Sylvia over at You and Me FPP. Check out what they did for their block of the month too. Have a great week. Be the light you hope to see in others. Take care.